Now, here to share some of the latest updates from doTerra markets throughout the world is our founding executive, Greg Cook. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Shannon. It's great to be with you, and thanks for you and your team and all you're doing for this awesome event. Hey, everybody. It's great to be with you, even if it is virtually. Is there a better time for doTerra and more relevant time for doTerra in the world where we're all working from home and trying to improve our health? So this is a wonderful opportunity to speak to you. It's my privilege to share a few moments with you talking about how doTerra is doing around the world. We have a lot going on around the world, but we will cover just a few key points with you so that you have all the information you need to either build globally or to answer questions for your teams about their global business. At doTerra, we ascribe to the mantra of following the fire, wherever that may be. For most of you, building the U.S. is the greatest opportunity before you. But as you build locally, you eventually will grow globally. When we laid down the foundation of doTerra, we were very intentional about building a global brand and a global opportunity. Our products, our compensation plan, and especially our culture are attracting the very best people around the world. We are grateful for each of you and the goodness that you represent and making up our global culture and serving and doing good throughout the world as it pertains to sourcing, sharing, and humanitarian efforts. I love this quote from Jack Welch: "Globalization has changed us into a company that searches the world not just to sell or to source, but to find intellectual capital, the world's best talents and greatest ideas." That's certainly true of doTerra. I'm so grateful to be part of a team of amazing executives. This last year, our executive team has traveled to more than 60 events in nearly as many countries, making nearly 70 international trips just from the founding executives. It takes a lot of effort and sacrifice to do what the executive team is doing to establish doTerra around the world. Fortunately, we have amazing geographic managers that are now stepping up and growing doTerra in each of their respective markets. Rob and I returned from China, and we are back helping the team fully in the U.S. while supporting globally. We are definitely bringing good ideas from other markets back to the U.S. Why would doTerra and why would you want to build globally? There are a number of benefits. I would like to talk about 7 of them. The first is new volume potential. By taking your business global, you have access to a much larger base of customers. You can enjoy increased revenues from these new customers even if you have penetrated your markets domestically. Globalizing could be exactly the shot your organization needs to take sales and volume to new heights. The second benefit is the ability to help more people. The solutions our business offers undoubtedly have the potential to help customers improve their lives in some way. When you take your business and doTerra Global, you can help exponentially greater numbers of people find the answers to the questions or challenges that doTerra helps to solve. Another benefit is greater access to talent. Another excellent benefit to taking your business global is that you get access to a pool of potential team with unique skills and mindsets. You may even find that these potential recruits have skills that are hard to find in the United States, which gives you an edge on other organizations in your field that have not yet gone global. Another benefit is learning a new culture. Getting information about a new place can help make your team more well-rounded. Having an understanding of people who are not from your country will give you a new perspective on relations with customers. Another benefit is exposure to foreign opportunities. Building overseas can be extremely valuable for your business, as many leaders in doTerra already know. When you go global, you can more easily learn about opportunities and how beneficial they can be for your team. Improving your business's reputation is a very important benefit. Teams that can successfully go global and market doTerra to a totally different population will enjoy the prestige of calling themselves an international organization. It is not an easy feat to accomplish. Prospects and potential business partners will instantly think more highly of your team when they know that you have an international presence. The final benefit I want to highlight is diversification of your markets. It leads to stability. What if a natural disaster or other unforeseen circumstance impacts your team in one country? Taking your business global allows you to diversify your markets so your revenue sources are more stable. Now, let's talk about some of the updates from recently opened markets. This last year, doTerra Colombia officially commenced operations at the end of August 2019. We held a ribbon cutting at our office and a grand opening event in Bogota in October with founding executive and CEO Dave Sterling. Colombia is doTerra's regional office for both Colombia and Ecuador and has a will call and training room that our wellness advocates can use. Colombia had some government unrest at the end of 2019, making things a bit interesting, but our goal is to grow in the market by over 60% this year in 2020. The Philippines commenced local operations in August 2019. Manila will call opened in October. I, along with a strong contingent of our international leaders, were able to attend the grand opening in November 2019 and significantly increase business activity. 2 qualified founders in the first 5 months have already are in qualification in the Founders Club in the Philippines. We have 12 local staff, more hires coming in 2020, and we have U.S.-based member services that is supporting the Philippines market. doTerra South Africa commenced local operations in October 2019. I, along with other international leaders, conducted our first corporate meetings in Cape Town and Johannesburg. Wellness advocates and wholesale customers' total count has continued to impress and has again doubled just in the last 3 months. We have identified an office space in Johannesburg. The office build-out is expected to be completed soon. We are expatriating a wonderful team member from the U.S. to South Africa, Addison Schertz, who will help manage the market. Now, looking to have a grand opening in South Africa in the coming months. New markets on the horizon, and you can see from the map on your screens, all the markets where doTerra is currently open are in lavender. Markets that are recently opened are in yellow or are currently being worked on are in yellow. And markets that we have global access shipments to are in green. We're targeting an opening of Thailand later this year. We originally had intended to open in the third quarter of 2020, but due to the current COVID environment, we are pushing that off for 30 to 60 days at this time. We'll keep you updated on the timing of that. Ukraine is also coming on this very soon, this month or next, as an NFR market. And India, we're targeting for 2021. We'll give you some more details here in just a minute on those 3 markets. Now, let me talk about how our geographic regions around the world are segregated and how they're managed. We have a tremendous international regional management team. I want to begin with Efrain Villalobos, who oversees our Latin American markets. We have Jim Fowler overseeing our newest and fastest growing market in Latin America, which is Brazil. We have Murray Smith overseeing the vast European continent. John Gatmeyer is overseeing North Asia, and Jonathan Coons oversees the Asia Pacific markets. This is a tremendous team of experienced, talented individuals many of whom have lived overseas and travel regularly, facilitating the coordination between these geographies and our home corporate headquarters. We also have a wonderful geographic manager in Cameron Laguerre who oversees new market development. Cameron has been acting as the general manager for South Africa, in addition to all of the new markets that he has been opening for the last few years at doTerra. He recently calculated that at least 150 employees are involved with each new market development project. That's a lot of support from corporate. So I also want to mention at this point that we have some additional tools and resources available for you for download. We have some contact lists and some other information on markets that we're interested in opening in the future, and you can find that at the tools and resources page that can be downloaded from doTerra.com. Now, let me highlight our 5 fastest growing international markets in 2019. We have Malaysia, Europe, China, Brazil, Russia. These are geographies that are growing extremely rapidly with a lot of education, training, and sharing that is occurring in those markets. And a lot of that due to international leadership that is coming from the U.S. and other European leaders and other leaders around the world. We have global access markets. These are markets that aren't yet officially open but are purchasing products based in U.S. accounts. Those include Panama, Bolivia, Chile, Thailand, and Vietnam. These are all markets that are rising on our radar of interest for opening soon. doTerra market growth continues to outpace the industry of direct selling in most every single market where we are operating. We've highlighted a few in this chart that you can see of our growth at doTerra compared to the industry average growth in these markets. You can see that across the board, not only are we far outpacing growth rates expected by some of our competitors and other people in the direct sales space, but you can see that we are doing extremely well in a broad array of geographies. Everywhere from Europe to Latin America to Asia. It's really just a powerful thing to see doTerra doing well expansively across a diversity of markets. Now, we normally have a large calendar of events that happens every year. But due to the current COVID environment, we've canceled many of those events, and they're going to events that are online. So we have a dynamically changing calendar of events. But we have those listed here on these slides from July to December as they currently stand, but they are changing and being updated regularly. We encourage you to participate in those events online if you can. All right, our teams are hard at work to bring the exceptional events that you value and love, even if they are virtually. In the upcoming weeks and months, we will release details to each market concerning market-specific events. While we miss being able to gather you all together and being able to be there with you, we're excited about the content and educational opportunities that are going virtual still allows us to share with you at this unique time in the world's history. I want to just share another stat with you. We are supporting all of our international markets here from corporate, but member services is really unique and standing out in supporting our foreign markets. We have a total of just under 1,000 member service agents that work in our call centers. More than half of them speak a foreign language, and almost 600 of them are assigned to works with specific foreign countries. Almost 13% of our agents speak Spanish, 6% speaks Portuguese, just over 4% German, 3.5% French, and just under 3% Russian. So we have a really talented, multilingual base of employees here at doTerra, and we're very grateful for them. Now, we have additional international market opportunities that I want to speak to. Now, the U.S. remains the largest and most impressive opportunity that you all have. But we are excited that at least 9% have a qualifying leg in a foreign market of our U.S. leaders. The top 5 international markets for U.S. leader presence are Europe, China, Australia, Mexico, and Japan. Those are great markets where U.S. leaders are playing a key and instrumental role. Personal enrollments are another area where all of you are participating. This is a slide that shows the percentage of international personal enrollments by U.S. leaders, silver and above. Australia, 5%, Canada and Mexico, each at 8%. China's 10%, Brazil's 13%, and Europe 21%. If we were to reach a 4% market share in all of our international markets, like we have already done in US, Canada, and Australia, this is what we could anticipate that our sales would be in the next 5 to 10 years in the listed countries that I've put on this slide. You can see that we have, over the next 5 to 10 years, a lot of room to run in these foreign markets. It really represents a tremendous opportunity for those who are able to build in foreign markets. Now let me just mention more specifics about future markets. We are about to open an on-the-ground office in Thailand. We've incorporated Thailand and have opened bank accounts. We have hired 2 local employees, a country director and a marketing manager. We have selected our local logistics partner. We've successfully obtained several local licenses to begin registration and importation of products. We've completed registrations for more than 15 products with the Thailand FDA. And we're compliant. We have compliant product labels, IT systems, integrations, marketing materials, and the setup of a Thai member services and account management is currently under development. Now, we are nearing the completion of the Ukraine NFR project, meaning that very soon, Ukrainian customers will be able to purchase U.S. products and have it shipped directly to Ukraine. Both product pricing and commissions will be in United States dollars for the first time. We have partnered with trusted logistics partners that can provide shipping to either a home or a desired pickup location. New Market Development will be working with several local leaders to ensure that the systems are functioning as designed. If you have interest to participate in the initial commencement of operations, please contact New Market Development, nmd@doterra.com. I want to make a quick mention about Israel. We've been operating in Israel for years, but we've had 2 completely separate IT systems. We're now bringing those together. We will be migrating all systems to doTerra.com to provide a better customer experience. We've partnered with a local logistics company that is well suited to support the expected growth. Commissions will now be paid locally in shekels through direct deposit. Currently, there are over 70 products registered and compliantly labeled with the Israeli health authorities. In addition to Israel, an official local commencement of operations, Israel's customers can still order NFR from the UK. Finally, I just want to mention India. We're opening an on-the-ground presence in India. India continues to be one of the New Market Development's team's top priorities. It's a large market. We have incorporated in India. We have identified and vetted the best warehousing partners, custom brokers, courier companies, IT firms, regulatory consultants, tax firms, and legal firms. India is one of the world's most complex markets to enter. There are significant regulatory, legal, operational, and cultural complexities. Internal discussions amongst the top leadership within doTerra continue to fine-tune our local business model. For all leaders who have interest in India, please contact New Market Development. Again, nmd@doterra.com. Now let's talk about, in conclusion, our Founders Clubs. We're always asked what Founders Clubs are still open, what positions are available. I'm going to talk through a number of Founders Clubs that are open, and you can follow along on your slides. Ecuador, Colombia, North America Latino are still open. North America Chinese language, Philippines, and South Africa were all opened as Founders Clubs in 2019. The Founders Club for Russia just opened in January of this year. In Europe, there are still many countries that have open seats in their Founders Clubs. Requirements vary from country to country, so I would recommend visiting the URL on the slides for more information or contact your account manager. I am so glad to be part of the doTerra community. We are truly changing the world one drop, one person, and one community at a time. It takes tremendous sacrifice and hard work and dedication from so many people. I extend my deepest gratitude. I also wish you all to be safe and protected during this unique time. Until we can see each other face to face again, I wish you well, and let's continue to change the world. Thank you so much.